Satish Dharmaraj, General Partner, Red Point Ventures.
And I'm Scott Dietzen. I'm the CEO of Pure Storage. So he's effectively my boss since he sits on our board of directors and invested in the company.
This is the biggest joke ever.
We started at the same job almost 2 decades ago, at a little company called TransArc that was a spin out from Carnegie Mellon. I met him. I mean, he was in my new employee orientation program, and I thought, wow, this is going to be fun.
Well, from 91 through 95, we were working together. In 96, I was in JavaSoft, he was in WebLogic, so we were not in the same company, but we were in the same server-side Java industry for the next 4 years. And then I went and did OneBox, which that was the one time when there wasn't any relationship. And then I started Zimbra, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I said, I need someone who can come and help me. And I'm like, Dietz, dude, save me.
I got thrown into the mix at Pure Storage, and I was thrilled to know that there was already a relationship with the company and Satish, because I definitely wanted him to be involved in the company if it made sense, and so I was really thrilled that things worked out as well as they did. I think it centers around established trust, right? And we have these boundaries. We know we're going to go off and we're going to do business together, and business has to be based on mutual fit for both sides getting a win out of a situation, and it's got to be best. And we maintain a close personal relationship on the side that doesn't depend on things on the business side, and there's just this strong thread of respect and fun that runs through everything that we do together.
Yeah, I think it's really hard, and I think it's not. I don't want to boast, but it's not every personality that can actually keep this relationship of really close friendship and a professional relationship together, because they let one bleed into the other, and we're really careful. First, there's a really healthy amount of respect, and we
I'm
debate
not sure
a lot.
how much respect there really is.
Not this way, but that way. The other thing is, when one of the parties is always right, like for instance in our relationship, I'm always on the right. So it's, in any case, I mean, we basically there's a relationship where we don't let the professional thing bleed into the personal thing, and we know what's important, and we know that our personal relationship is way more important than ever. Business is business, and we want to win and compete and have fun. We're both heavily competitive guys, and we, by the way, argue and debate too. I mean, like at Zimbra, when we have management team debates, we just drive everyone out of the room. But then we know that, but we know that after that we can go and grab a beer and catch up about things and talk about how silly we were in the morning, and
I think the key is checking your ego and your insecurities at the door, right?
Yeah,
the root of problems that crop up between people are often based, insecurity first, which leads to ego. And if you let that stuff intrude, then you take your eye off team success, which is the goal that you're after, right? If the leadership of a company is checking their egos and their insecurities at the door, then the rest of the team does too, and everybody gets on famously.
Yeah, I think Dietzen referred to insecurities a little bit, and I think that matters a lot. Where you want to make sure that you check that at the door and don't allow that to come into a relationship. The other one I really think that I alluded to earlier is to have a holistic view of what your purpose is and what you're doing here, and not lose sight of the fact on what life is about and why you're here and what you're doing, right? And so we're both, at the core, we're both big, huge, passionate lovers of technology, and everything that we do revolves around that, and changing the world. And we both hate big company bureaucracies and red tapeisms, and we always wanting to get things done, and so we have that entrepreneurial hustle, and both of us do, and so we respect each other there. But at the end of the day, we don't lose sight of the fact that we're not here to hustle and win and get our names out there or one up each other or or something else. It's more for the love of it, for the fun of it, to compete and to win as a smaller company against the big giants. That's, I don't know.
Yeah, I would just add, entrepreneurship is a team sport. And there are people that, care about how many points they score as opposed to winning the game. And I think that's so misguided, right? It's all about, if you win the game, then the team and you are going to get so much credit. And if you're sitting there worried about how much credit you're going to get for something as opposed to a team victory, you're just off base. The other thing that you can use to really gauge the health of this all the time is humor, right? So, Satish and I are constantly ribbing each other. I mean, there's pretty much nothing we won't say to, humiliate or poke fun at one another. That's a great way to always check to make sure ego's never sneaking in.